What's up YouTube? Welcome to Apple Knows. I'm Corey and this is Apple Knows episode 27. In this week's episode we'll be talking about the iPhone 5 to be announced and the possible discontinuation of the iPod Classic and much more. So let's get started and see what Apple knows this week. Starting off this episode with fact, Apple has officially announced that they will be holding their iPhone 5 media event on October 4th. This year's media event will be held on Apple's campuses in Cupertino, California at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is still unclear at this time if the iPhone will get a slight spec bump and be called the iPhone 4S, or if it will be an iPhone 5 with a new redesign and more specs than the iPhone 4, or if they'll have both. But it is clear at this time that an iPhone will be announced at the event. A report this week states that the iPod Shuffle, and this iPod right here, the iPod Classic, may get discontinued in the near future. Even though a few months ago Steve Jobs himself, or Steve Jobs' secretary known to reply in the emails, said that the iPod Classic with its huge hard drive would not be going anywhere. So we'll just have to wait and see if the iPod Classic and the iPod Shuffle get discontinued, and maybe at the October 4th event they'll announce something about that. To back up the previous rumor, Apple quietly removed iPod click wheel games from the iTunes store this week. If you recall, the classic iPod models with the click wheel have their own small screen games available since 2006. There were around 50 titles available, and most of them were overpriced at $7.49 compared to comparable titles for iOS. Again, we'll have to wait till Tuesday, October 4th to see what Apple announces. It is very likely that we will see Apple's iCloud service launch publicly very soon. An email was actually sent early to an Apple Insider reader that said, "Welcome to iCloud." In the email it explained that you'll be able to sync up your pictures, your documents, and your music across all your Apple devices, and this service would replace the MobileMe service that they have discontinued. It is very likely that we will hear from Apple that this will launch on October 4th because I have a beta on my iPad and iCloud seems ready for them to launch. So if they do, they might launch it on October 4th and be available for everybody on October 4th. That is all Apple knows this week. Check back next week to see what else Apple knows. I'm Corey, and to see what Corey knows, follow me on Twitter at CoreyEwing1, and follow me on Google Plus if you want to. The links are below in the description, and make sure you subscribe so you can see what else Apple knows next week, and I will see you in an upcoming video. Bye bye.